It's critical for every single one of us to care deeply about the children in our community, their education, health and well-being. My name is Leigh Sargent and I'm running for the Summit County School Board, and I ask for your help. Just a few moments of your time, that's all. If you are willing to make this small sacrifice, then I commit to do the heavy lifting on your behalf. When 60% of our Summit school kids are failing at their grade level in English language, CMAth scores, and others do not even score in the math, then something is systemically broken. It does not take much for you or I to recognize this. This downhill slide has continued for the better part of a decade through 5 superintendents, changing the curriculum too many times as the excuse. But a union-endorsed and funded, never-changing school board begs the question, who is responsible for this systemic problem? These things I promise. I will utilize my skills, experience and wisdom of running 2 multi-million-dollar enterprises, applying this wisdom to the $67 million annual budget of our school district. I will utilize, within the law, all the tools at my disposal to reverse our failing schools by supporting our good teachers, teaching only to the curriculum and not ideologies. I will push for life skill classes such as personal finance, responsibility, teaching kids what debt means and savings and investing. For those students who have the propensity for technical and trades, to further the work that has been seeded in the high school and with our community, allowing them to graduate with an industrial recognized certification, directly entering the workforce with a highly paid skill, as I did. I will walk the hallways of our schools and visit the classrooms. It is at the teacher and student level where my intentions will be focused. So my time, the resources of the school, and your tax dollars will flow toward the classrooms for the students' benefit. I will trim excess administration which has grown exponentially and bring the school into a financially stable position, not only replenishing the rainy day fund, of which nearly $10 million has been squandered, but reduce long-term debt and its impactful interest. I look to the future where our kids will be hired in jobs that do not exist today, as we educate in the most important life skill, critical thinking, for them to adapt. Think about this. A graduating student today will retire in 2070. We need to prepare them for the lifetime, not just tomorrow. I founded and led 2 companies I grew from humble beginnings, a $600 investment and a boatload of perseverance, to well-respected multi-million-dollar enterprises before selling the last in 2017. I've learned to navigate through hard times, rarely borrowing money, and grew out of our profits generated by outstanding work we accomplished. My staff comprised of the most diverse group of people you could imagine: race, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, age, religious beliefs, and the list goes on. None of these were part of our criteria in hiring. We hired based on character. The highest paid person was Marty, actually a woman, who was my VP of Human Resource. The most important asset that any enterprise or school district can have is its people. Most important are that great teachers are fully supported and paid well to attract and keep them in our community. Both companies are doing well today, even better than when I left them. I'm proud of the people who took the reins, one in particular, Matt. I built processes, systems, protocols that created a foundational structure that is still followed today, some half-decade later since I left. Like a child, there is a point as a parent to let them go after you have nurtured them for their future successes. It was sad to leave. I intend to replicate my success by leaving the school district and the students in a better position than when I came, and with people more competent than myself on the board. An enterprise, or in this case, our school district, is only as good as its leaders, that is the school board and superintendent. A leader can make or break an organization. Unfortunately, the consequences of poor leadership impact those who follow, the employees in a company, or in our case, the children in our schools whose academic scores speak loudly on the failure of our school board. Leadership in our schools is the school board, the 7 people who set policy, plan strategy, sign contracts, ratify agreements, and hire the superintendent, all which set the culture, tone, and performance for the students, your children. The results mentioned speak for themselves, and the school board should be held to account for their systemic failure. It is time for change. A different voice. Someone other than the union-backed and endorsed candidates, to bring fresh ideas based on experience running larger, successful corporations, as the $63 million school district is, for the benefit of your kids, their academic scores, and guidance towards successful career choice. I bring such a change and experience having come from the trades, recipient of 2 international scholarships, lived in 3 countries, studied in 2, and founded 2 successful multi-million-dollar corporations since arriving in the US in 1981. My name is Leigh Sargent, and I ask for your vote in the forthcoming Summit County School Board elections. I promise to do the heavy lifting, make the hard decisions, and commit my work ethic to make a positive change for your children, our students. By correcting this misspending, focus back on academics in the classroom and introduce more opportunities for those who have the aptitudes and skills for technical trades. I simply ask for a moment of your time to place your vote for me, and I thank you for doing so. More to come.